is an error rate problem. But since we cannot very accurately measure those errors in a meaningful way and set a standard, we've got another problem in that it's not very easy for you unless you actually go through and do quality control on the orders to determine if there is an error, and if there is an error, how does the employee know, is that within the standard, is that within the acceptable amount, or is it not? So you got a can of worms, right? It's the nature of your work, it's what you sell. But the problem is you can't accurately measure it on a regular basis unless you actually sit down and go through it. Okay, so there you have two options: either change the system, which is going to be tough because you have to change the software, have to change the way you do business, or you look at another way you can reduce that error rate. And so your error rate went down when you started talking about it with at least two of the individuals. With another individual, it stayed up there. So clearly the two individuals that made the improvement could basically were a little more careful or double checked it before they submitted the order, or whatever they did, but they internally controlled it without you having to externally control it. The third individual did not. So they weren't focused on the task at hand and didn't get the improvement. So your lesson right there is 2/3 of your people improved simply by focusing on it. A third didn't. Okay, is that what you're saying? Okay. So what I would do is I would take, rather than dwell on the one case where I didn't actually make improvement, I would say, okay, we found the way to get that error rate down, and that's to keep focusing on it. And that works with 2/3 of your people right now, 2/3 of your frontline people. With the other third, you'll have to work with them. See, simply focusing and putting attention on it resolved 2/3 of the issue, or at least temporarily, until they revert back into their old behaviors.